Hey there folks, Foggy here. Welcome to day 126 of my year of solo board gaming, considered by myself to be ill-advised and stupid, and I don't really care what anybody else thinks. We are in the middle of a campaign for a Welcome to the Moon. This is the introductory campaign, so there's no spoilers for the actual full campaign. This is just basically a quick campaign, essentially designed to help you get used to how to play each of the individual adventures. We're currently on adventure 5, so we're over halfway through. And we're going to go ahead and get this started. This is the colony, or the dome, I think is the name of the adventure. Let's just get the official name here. The Dome, as it's called here. I forgot to set that camera to not do weird things with the focus, so hopefully it won't be too bad of a problem. And essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to put numbers into these skyscrapers, and you have to start in one of these spots here, and then essentially you do ascending order from the bottom to the top. So you want to try to get 7s and 8s in here, I think. You don't want to go too outside, which feels to me a little bit restrictive. This is going to be an interesting one in terms of what can we actually do with these numbers. But you'll notice that they're also different lengths. So this one's only got 3 on the bottom. This one's got 3 on the top. This is 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and so on. You also have plants and waters here. You can circle one of these if you are filling in a number on the same level. So if I have a number here and I've also got a plant, I can circle this plant. In addition, you are also trying to build this dome. Now you can only build the dome if you roll a robot or if you pull a robot. And you can only do you can do the dark gray ones when you are doing odd numbers, and you can only do the even ones when you're doing even numbers. So this can only be filled in if you've got robot and a 6, for example. You'll get also, the missions for these will have stars and like starbursts. And instead of the regular points. The points that you get for plants, for the missions, for the astronauts, and even the penalty that you can suffer for incomplete domes can be adjusted using energy. So basically, it'll change the amount you can score for each one. As in with some of the other ones, there's a filling bonus that you get if you complete either the top half or the bottom half of a skyscraper. These obviously are based on how many scores there are to fill in. Obviously, the one that has the most, which is 7, it's going to be worth the most points. And then you'll score basically whatever you get for each of these 4 skyscrapers. Finally, the astronaut allows you to, of course, do your adjustment +1, +2, -1, -2, or just leave as is. And you can use the planning motion in this. Now, the planning motion is interesting. There's no specific penalty for using the planning motion, points-wise. But if you do use a planner, and you have one of these dome things that's not finished, you have to divide it in half. And so instead of just simply getting robot 6 to fill in this entire thing, you'd have to get an even robot to fill in both halves, and then you can go on. So the more you do planning, the more sections of it that you have to complete. But if you fully completed the dome, you get no penalty. So once you've got the dome complete, planning, you're golden. You can do all sorts of things. And with this one, I feel like normally with a game of Welcome to, you don't have to worry too much about where you're going to put numbers. That you've got a lot of good options. But sorry, just adjusting that a little bit. But this one feels much more tight. So this will be interesting. So we're going to go ahead and read. Let's see, 103 is the next chapter. A little chapter note there. Doing a horrible job with my dashboard, keeping it up to date. All right. As the domes were starting to appear on the moons and the general evacuation was finally in progress, our eyes were filled with terror. We saw in the dark sky of the moon the Earth being destroyed by an asteroid that seemed to be coming from another world. The prediction of this disaster has now become a horrible reality. Of course, we have saved a great number of human lives and enough genetic material to ensure the future of humankind, but we have left so many lives behind. One of my big pet peeves, by the way, is when people misuse ensure and ensure. It's N-E-E-N. E-N. I guess you have all heard the statement from the Human Alliance. We all knew it was going to happen. There's no time for despair. We have work to do, and we have to build this little village fast, because it already has been sold off plan, and I don't really know where to start. Anyway, we have no choice. Everything must be ready. Go to chapter 149. Let's focus on the essentials so that the city is habitable. 166. We'll go with 166. Let's go for habitable. With all these introductory ones, it just simply determines which missions you're going to be going for, instead of just randomly picking one. We'll be doing 89, 91, and 92. And then no dome, no oxygen. I know. I don't need a picture. Here are your mission orders. So let's go ahead and pull these out. So we're doing 89, which appears to be 2 upper portions of skyscrapers. 91. All right, so that is having 2 levels where you've circled all 3 plants and water. And then 92, which is clearly you must complete the dome. And again, you'll notice the weird symbols on this. Unlike past ones where there's been a specific point total, these will be worth whatever you are able to achieve as far as the energy goes. So let's just make sure that I have the understanding of these correct. Yeah, number the last. So this one is number the last level at the top of 2 skyscrapers. So that's what that one is. And then this one is complete 2 rows, and then this one is complete the dome. So that's it. We're playing up against Margaret again because we were unable to defeat Franklin. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to write down which adventure we're actually doing, 165. So we have that to look back on. Let's get started. The deck has already been prepared here. 3, 15, 6. All right, so where do we want to start? So part of it is we can't use either the 3 or the 15. We got to kind of use the 6, which kind of sucks. And I think that means that we got to do the 6 here. That's kind of rough. I'd prefer to do the 6 there. I think we can get away with the 6 there, but that's still kind of rough. Either way, we're going to use either the astronaut or the energy. And I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and use the astronaut, which we rarely ever do, and give her the energy, which is still worth 4 points, which is not good. But actually, you know what? We're gonna keep the 15. We're gonna get rid of the 3. She's gonna get that. We're gonna do 6, and we're gonna do energy. We're gonna do 6 here. We are gonna do energy. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this bottom portion of the astronaut. Go away into the discard, which my microphone is sitting right on top of. Let's do the next one. 12, 2, 13. We're looking great as far as numbers go, aren't we? That's one of the frustrating things about this is that I feel like this is not set up for, like, if you get a lot of like high numbers early on, you're kind of screwed. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go over here. My concern is that I don't want to lose this. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 12 and plant. And I'm going to do a 12 here. I'm going to circle the plant here. And the idea is that this way I am fairly close to finishing the top of that skyscraper already. And that'll give me a place to put some higher numbers. All right, so we got 8, 6, and 6. So already we're looking just absolutely horrible. I think I'm going to do 6 and 6 here. I think I'm just going to go put a 6 here. And we'll go ahead and cross off another row. I think we're going to go and cross off the missions row. Trying to make sure we can get some points for that. You can, of course, use an astronaut for 0 value. You don't have to adjust it at all. So we got a planner. I don't want to use the planner yet. I think what I want to do is I want to use these 2, 5 and 6. So 5 will go here. And we'll also go ahead and complete this. Now I can't complete the even one because it has to be, you have to match it up with the oddness and evenness of the number that you're actually using, but at least we've got that part of the dome done. 3, 3, 15, a whopping 15. That's going to hurt. All right, so 3 can go down here on the bottom, I think. But I prefer to use the 15 robot, and we can't because we don't have an odd place to fill in. But I also don't necessarily want her to get a 5. That's going to hurt. But I think we gotta. So we're going to go 3 on the bottom here. We're going to fill in the water here. like doing that. I don't like doing that, but strategically, I think that was my only choice. We got a 12, and a 6. All right, so we got another 6. None of these really work well with the numbers that we have, and I'm a little concerned about leaving out some of these levels. But I think the only thing I can really do is 12 water. So at least we have one row almost complete now. That just means that that's going to be really tight. All right, 11, 14, 9. So this may seem sacrilegious. Kind of want to get this plant taken care of. By the same token, I feel like I don't want to go too high. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That doesn't give me much wiggle room. If I go 11, I could go 11 electricity and just go one below. Could also go 14 electricity. Let's go 14 and electricity. Probably not the best move, but I'm almost at the point where I've got that top one at least. 14, 11, 13. You suck. You suck. You suck. All right. I want to use the two. I want to use these two, which means I want to put a 14 in somewhere. I'm going to have to put it in here and just try to use astronauts to get this filled in. But I'm going to do 14, and I'm going to go ahead and complete another part of the dome. Just got to get these robots out. This also allows me to now do a robot odd. 7, 9, 11. Since we've already done 2 here, and we haven't gotten anything yet, we'll go ahead and do 7 here. That means we're going to do 7 electricity. Either way, we're given a lot of points. Go ahead and continue on the mission track here. Try to hope that we can build this up as much as we can. We got 1, 10, and 5. So 5 I could do, along with this, complete more of the track. I could also do 10 and start this going down a little bit. Oh, I could also just do 1 and just complete it. And then give it the plant maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 1. We got the 10 there. That's 2, not 3. Go ahead and finish this. So now those are worth the most that they can possibly be. We lose a plant along the way, which is sad. Kind of need a 7 plant to go there. And I think that's going to be difficult. 11, 10. Good Lord, this game hates me. Do 11 here. And we'll do the robot, which means that we're going to need an odd. So now we're back to needing 2 evens. You have to do connected, like you can't just do any of the middles here. 7, 6, 12. So 7 would be great there, because then that would complete that row, but I kind of need a plant to finish that off. 12 and 6 are just not looking good at all. I could do an X. The problem with an X is that it's going to split one of these. I really don't want to do that. And it's also kind of like you have to do that as an additional number. So I still have to find a place for one of these. This is bad. Because I think what this means is I have to do a 7 in one of these 2 slots, both of which are really difficult to work with. And then just simply not use the planner. Or use the planner and fill in an extra spot, which is entirely possible. I think that's what I got to do. I got to go 7, X, Actually, you know what? Let's do this one. 7x. Because we're already like, that's going to be worth more points if we get down to the bottom. So now we have to divide one of these in half. That's great. Take the 12 and put it up there. 7, 2, 7. Looking unfriendly as hell. Oh, 7, 7. Yeah, we want that. It's going to give her a robot, which we don't want. But that completes the first of our 2 rows that we have to get for plants and water. 8, 9, 8. All right, all of those look pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 8 here. Actually, let's do 9. Actually, we might as well do 8 here and then fill in the even here. Because what that's going to do is keep the robot from her and also give me an odd place to put an odd robot. 10, 13, 9. All right. So I go to 9 water. I could also do 9. I kind of like the idea of doing this, except that I don't want to split it either. So we're going to do 9 water. See if we can't start to build up some other place where we're going to get water. Part of the problem is I don't know how I'm going to do that. I really don't. 5, 8, 10. All right, so we got an even, so I think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use these 2, and we'll just keep moving up. I don't like skipping the plant aspect of it, because on this level, I have to use, like, all 3 of these have to contribute to this, but I also have to complete the dome. So, you know. What I'm hoping is that I can do it down here. I have to use these 2 spots, which means we have to start filling in, and suddenly things are going to go very, very badly, because look at that. We got an A, which means we're going to lose one of these. I may as well lose this one because I'm pretty far away from getting that. And then B, we're going to lose another one. And I think I'm going to lose this one. All right, 5, 4, 9. So I think I have to continue to push down this way. We're going to do 5. Can I do this one? I can do this one. I can do 9. Can't do 9 plant because it's the same card. So we'll do 5, but we'll do energy, and we'll go ahead and get rid of this. It's probably a bad idea because I'm doing so poorly on getting plants and water out. 4, 4, and a robot. So this one, I think, is going to be 4 and a robot. And we'll complete that. So now we've got 2 odds. Keep the astronaut, because I think the astronaut's going to be helpful for numbers. We got C, that means we have to cross off another one, and this is the one that we're farthest away from. As much as I don't want to lose those 25 points, it does not look like I'm getting up there anytime soon. 10, 8, and 8, so I can't use the robot for that reason, but I can use the 8 and the plant to get one more here. Give the 10 there. So that's good because I've almost got that row complete. 1, 8, and 9. So, I'm down here. 1 plant. May as well give the 8 here. 7, 7, and 10. So the 7s don't work anywhere. The 10s do. I think 10 and electricity is what I'm going to go with. Actually, I may as well do 10 and... Yeah, 10 electricity. I'll go like that. Not looking good. All right, and then we combine all these and we shuffle them again. So far, we have not actually completed any of our goals. We're not really that close to completing any of our goals. We still need 3 numbers for the top. We definitely should get 1, but we need to also get 2 and potentially 4. We also still need to complete the dome, which is going to be really difficult. We still have 3 segments left. And we need one more on the plants, which is going to be tricky. Ideally, if I can get 15 plant, it'll be good, but that is a difficult thing to try to get. So we're going to do one more shuffle here. Want to try to be careful about not looking at the top of the deck, so that way I'm not seeing whether or not. I don't want to stop shuffling because I know that the cards aren't at the top, the plans aren't at the top, the Astro Effect. Boy. Okay. Well, can't get the dome. The big one for the dome. Plus I have to cross off one more. So I'm going to cross off this 20. Because that's at this point pretty far away. What did I just say? And which one am I going to cross off now? Oh, I forgot. I actually get one of these. Because I managed to fill in one of the numbers. Oh, and I filled in another one, so I technically have 2 of them. I think that one. Please don't let there be a B. 11, 11, and 12, and I can't do anything with any of these, can I? I'm going to go 11, and I'm going to do this. So now at least I'm only 2 away from getting that finished off. 10, 4, 1. I think it's going to be 4 here, which means the robot that I complete is this one. Please give me a 15. Damn. So I might as well do 9. Yeah, 9, and then that completes the dome. So at least I get 10 points for finishing the dome. And this actually puts me in a spot where I can complete the middle objective too, which is not going to be... God! Can I point out that I have it too? Like this is what I need. I need 8 in the plant. Oh my effing Lord. I'm going to cross this one off because it's worth fewer points. That hurts. That hurts so hard. But that is also part of the game, so just suck it up, dude. But we did complete this at least. We got 10 points for a B. So now we just need to fill in these top 2 numbers here, and we're all done. 7, 1, 6. Which unfortunately means that I have to go, I think, do 7 and a robot. I'm going to do 6 and a robot. I'll do that right here. Can't really use the robot for anything, but it is optional. 5, 6, and that. All right, so we're going to fill in the bottom here. I guess what I'm going to use is these 2. I'll do 5. It's going to give me the 7 there. That'll complete this. And that'll give me one more of these. And I have to remember that I have 3 instances where I do not have to give a card now to Astra. 10, 10, 9. I'm going to go 9, water. And I'm going to go ahead and make this one of the instances where I do not give anything back. 8, 12, 8. So that's an easy one. I'm going to do 12. Get rid of that. Managed to get the top one there. I think actually I'm only supposed to have 2 of these, and I've used 1. So, okay. So I have 1 left. I have 1 left that I can use. Because I shouldn't have actually done it that way. But I'm going to use 12, and we'll leave the water for Margaret. 3, 7, 15, and we may as well do 15 here so we get that. And that will end the game. Can't do anything with the water. So yeah, I can't do anything with the other card, unfortunately. So this will go here. I may as well just not keep her, not let her have that as part of this. So I've got 1 extra thing circled there that I shouldn't, but otherwise we're good. All right, I probably could have kept going a little bit further to get more points that way, and I'm wondering if this was a bad idea to just simply stop, because if you notice, I haven't gotten anything as far as points go. That's actually a little insane. I've not gotten anything there for astronauts. Yeah, I'm really wondering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were really 5 more turns left, so I wasn't going to complete all of these anyway. But could I have, how much further could I have gone? If I'd gone 15 over here, so there's 3, 7, 9. That would have allowed me to get that bottom one there. That would have gone down here. 10, 6, 7. Yeah, at this point I start to run into, where am I going to put things? So I got to put a 10 there. 7, 8, 9. Now I'm completely screwed because now I don't have any place to put these. So at a certain, whatever the last ones would have been. I think the 14 would have been helpful, but. All right, so that was that. I do have to remember to use the solo bonuses more often now that I know how they're supposed to be used. So I don't do a good job with that. Let's see how I did. Separate these out by type. One robot. Hopefully just one. I do like the fact that I don't have to worry about... Oh, just 2 of them. Shoot. I do like the fact that I don't have to worry about... so that's going to be 10 there. About the order that they're in, because I always feel like with the base game, that's always one of the more annoying things with Astra, is, or the solo mode, the Astrid solo mode, is that you have to really be careful about how you keep the cards. So 16 there. We're going to do plants next. Try to do these in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. That's another 16. 3 water. 7. So 14, not 7. Doi. 4 plans, so that's 12. Plus this is going to be worth 16 at the end. So let's see how Astra did. We did not use a single astronaut, so we're not going to get any points there. But as far as this goes, it's going to be 10, 42, 48, 62, 76, 86, 92. So 92, which is not that horrible. We did complete the missions, at least, so we're going to get 30 points for that. We unfortunately did not complete any of the missions first because we got hit so hard with those at the beginning. For these, we've only got 2 at all 3, so that's going to give us 36 points. We've got 1 at 2, so that's going to give us 20 points. And then 1 at the simplest level of 4. For these towers, we've got 23, 33, 36, 43. So we'll put 43 there. I think I did very well here. That's not going to be anything. That's not going to be anything because we don't have anything finished. That's not going to be anything. So overall, we did 34, 54, 90, 133, which is pretty dang amazing. We're going to get 3 stars for that because we managed to complete, to beat Astra, and really beat soundly. I am surprised. I have to think that getting 3 on this is difficult, but is worth a lot of points at the end because we only got 2 rows like that. All right, so we're going to go to chapter 47 because we managed to complete all of the missions. Captain Takai, the last building is complete. Great, the capital city is ready. Look around, all these people under our dome. You have done quite a feat. We are now at the beginning of a new era. Humankind is saved, thanks to you. Assign the stars, same the gate to the dashboard, then resume the campaign from here. Before you carry on, read the specific rules of Adventure 6, then go to Chapter 122. All right, so we're going to go on to 122 next for the virus, and I'll be back in a bit. I have to read some rules. Ciao, everybody.